This one is so tricky. I mean, it's the test tricking you. And so this is called Fact Check It. And it's really about you thinking and acting like the test maker and not the test taker. So, how do we do that? Well, there's always four answer choices, right? We want to find the core of that answer choice. So, usually it is subject and verb. Okay, that's your core. But then there's all this additional information. I mean, we know as writers, right? If we want to extend a sentence, we're going to add on about or because or when or in order to or with, those small little words that extend our writing. Test takers do that, or test makers do that as well. So they will have the core, right? The subject or verb, the main thing, and then they're going to mess with us by adding in information with those small little words like about, when, to, with, on, but the information that comes after will have nothing to do with the actual text. And that is sometimes called distractors. So those are the answer choices that seem like they fit because at first glance, or if I'm doing it really quickly, yeah, right, it has the same subject verb, the same core. But no, wait a minute, what comes after may or may not fit, right? So I want to tell you or show you what I'm talking about when I go to what we're doing here. So for this one, which inference can be drawn about the postmaster? Okay, again, I'm not going to tell you the exact answer, so I'm just speaking this out loud as if I had never read this text. He had a difficult time. Okay, perhaps the postmaster did have a difficult time, but fact check it. Did he have a difficult time making friends? Wait a minute, fact check it even further because the writers of this test are stretching the sentence. Did he have the difficult time making friends when he lived in the city? So perhaps he had a difficult time making friends before he moved to the city or after he was in the city, and that's how they could trick you. You have to pull apart each extension of that sentence. Let's try it again. He will soon learn to adapt. Okay, well, will he soon learn it or has he already learned it? That's a huge clue. They snuck in that he will soon learn. So that's something that is a red flag that I'm considering. Like, why would they put that time marker in there? Let's test that out. Is that to trick us? And then to adapt. All right, to change. So to adapt to his new life, to adapt to something different, to adapt to his new life in the village, to adapt to his new life somewhere else. So again, those extra details are there to trick you. You have to make sure that you have the complete right answer and that you consider all the details. You know, from a test writing perspective, there's probably a bit of truth in every single answer choice, right? That's what makes test taking so hard is that we're tired, we're bored, we're anxious, our mind is in 1,000 different places. We don't really want to take this test. We don't really want to read this, but we have to enter it into it like game time. And there's going to be little pieces that fit from what we think we read from the story, but then there's going to be other pieces that throw us off. So we need to find 100% what is the best match to what we read. And that is the strategy of fact checking. But before I go, we do want to pay attention to eliminating answer choices that tricked us. So we're just crossing those right off. That's PO, process of elimination. Again, our eye goes to that extra detail. Is that tricking us or is that really what happened in the story? Now I'm done.